bathwater, Twitch streamers.
And with 13 seconds left, there's another $5,000.
Mild annoyances, hard seltzer. It's Sunday night, ladies and gentlemen.
The hell?
You were warned.
And as you can't tell by now, it's point of viewer. Yeah. How's things over in that part of the world, great disembodied voice?
Somebody was warned before
Which
we
they
went
were.
on air
Which
that
they were.
that if they fucked up the podcast, there would be judicious bottle throwing. They just received a gigantic iced tea bottle, like one of those. We can hold on. Give me a moment. I can embody myself.
Okay, hang on.
He just got an empty one of these right to the chest.
Oh, you even remembered.
Sensei,
Ah, and I mean,
he's giving me a dirty look.
well, I mean, honestly, A, they were warned, and B, you really stepped up to the pump for this week's show, so I have to give you kudos.
Don't worry. I'm now working on the second one to throw at him in case he gets rowdy over there again, watching Supermarket Sweep.
Well, at least he's picking a good show to watch.
Well, I mean, I found, because I'm sure I've told you I have a Roku.
As do I. Two of them, actually.
I have found a 24-hour Supermarket Sweep channel. Just like there's also a 24-hour Classic Prices Right Bob Barker channel.
It's $6.21, by the way, if you're a Roku user.
Do they happen to have access to Willow by chance?
I don't think so. No, probably not.
Shit. Because it really could have come in handy during the Australia-Pakistan match. Because, yeah,
I might. There's quite a few. I saw a ridiculous amount of foreign sports channels.
I'm going to have to
I couldn't find
peruse
any
those.
cricket, though.
Well, I will tell you, this weekend you didn't miss much.
I thought I saw a T10 that was going to play, or maybe that was tomorrow. I don't remember.
3 a.m. 3 a.m. Eastern time. I don't know, because right now you've got some T20s. I don't think the Abu Dhabi T10 League has started yet, but I know in the European Cricket League, Group E play starts at 3 a.m. Eastern. The final group.
I'm pretty sure that's, because that's the channel that you sent me in the middle of the week. So,
yep, that's the one.
Yeah, I'm sitting here like.
Because, yeah, remember how I told you that there wasn't a lot going on in the shortened form? It was the Women's World Cup, which is ODIs and Test cricket.
Yeah, I couldn't find those, but that's okay.
Oh, no. Exactly, that's okay. Pakistan batted painfully slow, and India tore through Sri Lanka's ass.
Yeah.
5th largest margin of victory ever for India. The match was wrapped up in 3 days. Yeah, it was bad. But anyways, we're going to be talking about different sports tonight as Soccer to the Max is indeed coming back next week, but in the meantime,
I can identify the year of a Supermarket Sweep episode just by the intro that either Johnny Gilbert or Randy West does.
Exist in 85.
86, whatever. This is an early episode. And I'm pretty sure it was around in 85.
Really?
Season 2.
Yeah. I don't need Roku to tell me what the damn. I know it's an early season because the damn intros got progressively feistier. Yeah, we'll say feistier. 90. Okay. Yeah, no, I was off.
I
It's
was
been a
gonna
long week.
say, I'm like,
I was gonna, yeah. So that's a 91 for sure. Because they're not using the beloved supermarket fantasy is back intro. That's the one that they did after they got the first season under the belt. Anyway, sorry. It's a habit with supermarket sweep episodes. It's like pressure luck episodes, right? You see a pressure luck intro and you're like, okay, I'm pretty sure this was from 84 or 85 or 86.
You forgot
Oh,
83.
God, it's 83.
Or 83. I mean,
So
83 is easy. Did it have Randy West in the intro? Yes. There you go. Somebody tell me I'm wrong, please. At the Andesian on Twitter, I will accept your hate mail. Fuck Mr. Hate Mail himself on that one.
Well, I mean, he actually contacted me about bringing back Soccer to the Max next week, so we're go for next Sunday's return. I shit you not.
I'll be damned. Okay, I probably shouldn't be that excessive, but
And that led to one of the other mild annoyances that I dealt with. Namely, my nephew changing his mind about help on homework. But that's later in the show. I believe for what's actually first on the docket tonight, you had a very specific rant that you wanted to avoid, yet somewhat have, in regards to the more colorful extracurricular activities of Twitch streamers.
yeah, so we talked about, did we talk about this on the on air? I don't remember when the hell we talked about shit anymore, man.
You put this in the Discord, which, by the way, if you want access to the W2M Discord, the link is in the description. And another quick reference, don't be surprised if you start seeing more actual commercials and other things around the network. Stay tuned.
People actually finally reached out to Mr. Hate Mail himself and are willing to sponsor this train wreck of a network. I mean, did I say that out loud?
Yes, you definitely said that part out loud.
Am I wrong at present? Probably not, sadly.
Not entirely.
Up on the rental offer?
One part taking us up on the rental offer, one part...
Where's that bottle so I can start chugging?
One part going ahead and reaffirming deals that are currently in place, and another part doing more effective cross-promotion. So there's a lot going on to pack and unpack, as it were.
There's a Mexican standoff going on over here right now, and I don't like it.
Oh, we'll be talking about Mexican standoffs later in the episode.
Ow! Sure we will.
That sounded like a 6-run knock to me.
I mean, he got me right in the humerus, so... I don't know, you tell me.
I'll give him a 4.
You got 4 runs. Congratulations. Now knock it off.
But while we're quickly on cricket, before we get into your big rant, like we were saying about Daoud Mohammed for MSC Frankfurt, the dude who got hit in the face.
Right.
Did you watch the highlights of that group final?
I have not had the opportunity to. No, it's been a it's been a week. I'll put it at that.
Well, I'll put it to you like this. Not only did he come back, Not only did he play again, he took 2 wickets in the group final.
Interesting.
Only downside is MSC Frankfurt lost. It was a batshit crazy match. I still say go back and watch the highlights.
I apparently I'm gonna have to.
So, that said, one of my more recent favorite Twitch streamers to follow, not specifically for her Twitch content, gaming wise and stuff, but
Yeah. We know she's got the honkers.
I mean that, not to mention, I for one am a big fan of pervy ASMR, but that is neither here nor there. You specifically brought this to my attention, and you specifically warned me, of all people, to keep you on track as to not go on a rant about another former streamer who's crossed platforms. Care to tell the listening and viewing public what the fuck is going on? Because I'm telling you, this is something that even I don't like, and that's rare.
I don't know if she's a former streamer.
I mean, I don't see how, with her reputation, she could still be going, but stranger things have happened.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong, but yeah, no, I don't. What in the fuck? Sorry, I'm relearning a game for the first time in like forever.
Oh no! I'm gonna be ready in 10 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead.
Shut up. You knew damn well I was gonna re-queue anyways.
Yeah, this is a situation.
Don't even. Anyway, so yeah, no, so ooh, hello. So yeah, so Amaranth is in the news again. The meta-defining Twitch streamer. God, that doesn't sound good to say.
Especially with what meta means nowadays, fuckerberg. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
Check us out live on Facebook, facebook.com/W2M Network, as well as twitch.tv/W2Mnet and twitter.com/W2M Network.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You said that out loud, and that's perfectly okay.
Oh, good.
I am not a huge fan. I'm still not I'm not a fan of Facebook, so. Yeah, so Amaranth is selling farts in a jar. And this is her latest business venture in a honestly pretty damn diverse portfolio of business ventures. I will give her one thing. She is rather smart with her money. But yeah, no, she has started a venture called Cutie Patooties. Emphasis on the toot. Where she will be jarring her farts and selling them, much like a certain particular someone did in recent memory past. Belle Delphine.
I'm gonna tell you
who remember that.
I'm gonna tell you right now. To quote a certain horse from one of my all-time favorite cartoon shows. No, sir, I don't like it. Not a fan of this move.
Yeah, I don't like it either. So I'm right there with you.
And this is coming from someone who I can't say consistently yet, but who has eaten ass on camera. There's certain things that are acceptable, and there are certain lines that I draw. Not here to kink shame. If that's your thing, you do you. It's your money. But no, do not expect me to be a customer.
Yeah, no, me neither. Me neither. Something doesn't sit right about that with me, right? Like that's just it's pandering beyond the lowest common denominator, and that just gets a hard fail in my book.
Not to mention the logistics alone. That
I'm
no.
pretty. That's the other thing, right? Like I have to sit here and consider the logistics of such a thing, right? Like, is this actually, truly, legitimately her farts? Right? I could honestly go and buy cases of pint jars, right? Which
Mm-hmm.
I do on a normal basis because of a, particular side business venture that I am involved in.
Yeah, side hustle.
Yeah, I got a little side hustle going on. We've shown the side hustle on camera before, as the disembodied voice is embodying himself for a moment. But what I like, I could go out and buy a whole bunch of these fucking quart jars or pint jars or whatever I want to buy on Amazon, right?
Right.
For they're like, there we go.
Yeah, pretty good deal. As someone who
Yeah,
says
for a
that they
pretty
can
yeah, I was gonna say they're pretty good deal.
I'm sure you were going to say that, Mr. I can play and talk at the same time.
Sorry, I got into a firefight. Okay, sue me. I just had a fucking double kill. You can shut your ass. Um, but yeah, no, I can play at the same time. Thank you for not having absolutely any faith in me at all whatsoever.
The playing, I
You
don't
little
have a.
shit.
The playing, I have no
So
problem
yeah,
with. It's,
I can go and buy. I could go and buy a case of quart jars off of
Mhm.
Amazon right now. I get 12 quart jars for $18, I think it is. If I
Yeah,
remember the last time I bought quart jars. Um, and I don't even have to buy a label printer. I have a label printer. I just buy the labels for the label printer, which on Amazon for a roll of 1,000 is again $15. So I got $35 worth of skin in the game right now, right? I
a
can
pretty
just print
small
off a
basis.
label. I just print off a fancy ass looking label, stick it on an empty jar, and then sell that online, claiming it's my farts for 45, 50, $100, whatever the fuck, a jar, and make like 1,000 fucking percent return on investment. And it's not even my fucking farts. I never farted. The jar never came anywhere near my ass. Like that's what I'm getting at, right? Like, how is this not deception?
Is this the same person who's doing the bathwater shit?
No, but she got inspired by it. We're gonna talk about her in a moment too.
I'm about to say, because at least with something like that with Belle Delphine, you knew she was batshit, so you didn't know what to
Yeah, I
expect.
was gonna say, like, Belle Delphine is legitimately like, I don't want to say batshit crazy, but the girl will actually fucking, like, if she says it's fart in a jar or it's her bath water, like, I'm actually inclined to agree or believe that it was indeed her bath water,
And
right?
she probably find ways to prove it as well. I mean, realm of reason.
But this is just like, I don't know.
Gaming the system. This is gaming the
Gaming the
system.
system. Yeah, thank you. That's what it is. I'm pretty sure this is gaming the system. I truly cannot sit here and say that I believe that she is being legitimate with this business venture. Now, she's willing to prove me wrong, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that. But
I mean, look, if there happen to be videos or cam shows on certain outlets to where you get a peek behind the curtain, see how the sausage is made, as it were, I'd shut up. I do a
yeah,
couple other
same.
things.
I mean, am I not surprised? But
I would think not.
no, I'm there with you, right? Like I wouldn't be surprised, if she sat there and gave us video evidence that this is actually her doing this. Okay, sure, I'm more inclined to believe it, but I'm almost dead positive that this is just her, sitting here going, "Oh, yep, nope, here you go. I just put a label on a jar and that's it. It's the end of the day."
I mean, kudos if you can pull it off and take advantage of the great simp
I
economy.
mean, let's be realistic here for a couple of moments. That woman has so many fucking simps. And yes, I am going to use that terminology.
Like I said, the great simp economy. I'm not disagreeing with you.
That woman has so many fucking simps. It's not even funny. Like if she is one of those people that if she said jump, somebody would take it seriously and actually ask how high.
You're absolutely right.
And it's kind of scary. I won't lie to you about that either.
Well, I mean, especially the state of the world as it is nowadays, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
Yeah, let's not talk about the state of the world as it is right now, buddy.
Well, we're gonna have to talk about it once we get into the big soccer match. Oh boy.
Oh god, what the hell is this? A fucking tank?
No, but it did damage like one, anyways. So yeah, well, I'm honestly glad that you are gaming right now, so that way I won't have to go into the Belle Delphine rant.
No, please feel free to go into the Belle Delphine rant because I'll join you. Again,
It's not.
I legitimately I see absolutely no way that this is real, and this is quite literally. Oh god, oh yeah, that's a drift. That's a power drift. Oh god, I just drifted the tank.
Well, see, this is the point, though. It wouldn't even be my rant. Yes, she's crazy. Yes, if the opportunity came up, I would enjoy some time with her on camera and have her make certain faces.
Okay, let's be honest with you. Anybody would enjoy time on camera with Belle Delphine.
I mean, you got some.
Let me back that up just a little bit. 90% of people.
Black Swan theory, my friend. The Black Swan theory.
Okay.
So that's why I say it wouldn't have even been my rant to begin with. It's just like, okay, this isn't my thing. This is a thing. This is a very profitable thing. I could not make this personally a very profitable thing, but so be it.
Somebody else can, and more power to them.
So
that's exactly what it comes down to. Somebody else can, and more power to them.
Exactly. As you normally know,
at least I believe that's what I want to say. I don't know.
Well, as you normally know, and this time again, if someone like, I don't know, Liquid Death would love to sponsor the podcast or any other podcast.
Are we trying to corporate shill again?
Somewhat. I'm using the corporate shill as a lead-in. Trust me. If someone like Liquid Death were to sponsor the podcast or would want to sponsor any other podcast on the W2M network, please relay all sponsorship inquiries to @TheAndesian or @SquidSportsHead. I say this about Liquid Death as
Maybe not right now because I'm trying to drift a tank, but
well, I say this because right now, while you're trying to drift a tank, and if you want to know more about that, again, League to the Max or whatever.
oh no,
Mondays,
I'm playing PUBG.
Oh Jesus, Why? Why?
Because they shut down my new favorite battle royale, and PUBG's the closest damn thing to it out there at the moment, sadly. So I'm stuck playing PUBG. And man, did they change the shit out of this game.
Another Team 3 win.
I swear, when you think you know somebody. Well, I was queuing you up because for once I'm drinking a different kind of beverage on air.
Yes, you are not drinking that Chihuahua, which is not la cerveza más fina. La cerveza más fina es un Corona. And I know that you're trying to set me up for a plug for League to the Max or whatever, which is available Monday nights here on the W2M network, the finest podcast network on the internet. As I almost make you do a spit take.
Yes.
Which is great. It's been a while since the shoe's been on the other foot there, buddy.
Wow. I think that was the oldest could have had a V8 reference ever on TV.
I think you're the oldest could have had a V8 reference on TV. Now shut up before I throw a bottle at you.
At least it's better than the other comment I could have made about a big wiener.
You wouldn't know how to make a comment about a big wiener if it was in your face with a big red flag.
There was a bonus, all
right? I'm glad one of us is getting some enjoyment out of this. Because I gotta continue to fucking drift the goddamn tank.
Anyway.
Please watch League to the Max or whatever, Monday nights featuring me and this guy over here on screen as we roll swap. There, that'll make you do another spit take.
I'm not drinking anything.
As we roll swap. Oh God, somebody's shooting at me. Take over! Not kidding, take over.
Well, I was going to say, I wasn't necessarily somewhat setting you up for the plug, but going into something else that you suggested, especially since you mentioned Corona Hard Seltzer.
I still have not found a, oh man, this guy was loaded.
Bonus is right at the front of us.
No shit, come back. No, give me my fucking thing. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, no, sorry, I'm,
See, I'm trying to take over. You're the one. Let's have these list of things. Whole bunch of stuff to talk about. But no, right when you have the more stuff to talk about on the episode for once, you just go ahead and decide to re-queue and play PUBG. Explain yourself.
Look, when I get out of the fucking match, oh God, I'm getting shot at again. Where the hell is it coming from? This is like the downside, right? It's like I gotta sit here and find out where the fuck this sumbitch is hitting me from.
Usually,
boom, headshot with the fucking snipe. You got sniped. You got domed, motherfucker. Come over here, teabag your ass.
I wonder if he was aware he was on screen that whole time.
Yes, I was.
Oh, good. All right. Well, yeah, because you're the one that's like, hey, we talk about this personal thing with the manner of justice. You're the one saying that you were going to peruse.
Yes, I am. I do want to talk about that thing. We are going to talk about that thing before I start drinking. Oh, God damn it. Before I start drinking. Because this is point of viewer, and there's always drinking involved.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong. This is the reason why I wanted to start closer to the watershed hour, but no.
Look, with the amount of filler that I am doing at the moment, we are starting closer to the watershed hour. Oh God, I'm gonna die.
And whose fault is it for all of this filler?
Not mine.
How is it not your fault?
Because I'm the disembodied voice. I'm never responsible for anything.
Yes, you are. Just because
You're the producer. Produce the show.
What are you talking about? I was producing the show. I tried producing the show, and if it were me producing this week's show, we would be talking about a hell of a lot of different things, like the dream I had involving Joe Millionaire, The Simpsons, and an episode of cannibalism.
I don't want to know.
Thank you.
Okay. Guess what? I died.
Mutter, you go ahead, and it's like, oh no, you're gonna have to be responsible. Stop me from getting on this rant. Oh, talking about this poignant news story, all of these different things.
I mean, when do I not have methods to my madness, though?
You know, I mean, I can kind of see your point. The madness is extra maddening at times, but I can kind of see your point.
Well, I mean, if you looked in a certain place, you would understand the point entirely.
Ha! Yeah. The mild annoyances, I get you.
Again, method to the madness and whatnot.
I still say a nice monetary injection can fix that problem when the time comes.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you wanted your own, you could have just asked me. I have 2 cases of them under my desk. Unfortunately, that's all I have under my desk, as much as I'd like other things under my desk.
Well, I mean, hey, there's a reason why I don't always wear pants. Sadly, that easy access goes to waste most of the time, but...
He just made a reference, and I couldn't hear him, so I'm going to just pretend that he didn't say anything.
Did you just make a Drew Carey under the desk whose line reference?
This is point of view where I would be dragged and shot if I didn't.
I wouldn't necessarily say shot, more like dragged and tied up, but I don't know. From your previous stories, you like that too much.
Yeah, I was going to say that probably wouldn't sound too much like a punishment, depending on who was doing the tying up, but...
I could recruit people. Gladly.
Yeah, I know exactly who you would try to recruit too. You mother dirty bastard! They should have never gave you some money.
Well, I mean, A, given your situations, and B, given some of the people I know, I'd have a totally different set of recruits as well. Now, would I not?
Again, I'm gonna use my one for the week. They should have never gave you niggas money.
See, at least you use it properly, and that warms the cockles of my heart.
As long as that's the only cockles that I'm warming, we're doing okay.
See, this is what happens. I set you up, I give you the full toss, bam, 6 runs. This is how we should be operating.
Anyways, yes. So, thing in the news this week, actually last week, this week, what the fuck ever? It was Thursday. Okay, I've had a long ass motherfucking week, full of some grade A bullshit. It pleases me very much from the deepest and warmest cockles of my heart.
Go on. Come on.
to say that I can seriously, and if I'm saying I have closure, I'm pretty sure it's at least a measurable degree of closure for others as well.
Oh yeah, all things considered with this particular story.
But quite a while back, somebody that I would consider a friend, Lieutenant Deborah Clayton of the Orlando Police Department, was mercilessly gunned down and executed at point blank range at my neighborhood Walmart parking lot.
Oh shit! I knew
I
this hit
lived
close.
I lived not even 5 minutes of a drive away.
I mean, I knew this hit close to home when you mentioned it. I didn't think it was that close. Damn.
Yeah, this hits close to home for a few different reasons. Just got off of her shift, stopped at Walmart to pick up some groceries, and a citizen came up to her and said, "Hey, you guys have been looking for this guy. I saw it on TV. I just saw him. He's over in this part of the store."
Well, at least he was doing responsible duty, letting a police officer know.
And she went to engage him to arrest him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right near the front door.
Right, as you do.
And a firefight ensued. He drew a weapon, fired on her multiple times. She took cover behind her car. Some point in the altercation, she became disabled. I believe she got hit a couple times. He ends up advancing behind her cruiser and shot her several times at point blank range, executing her.
Damn shame.
And this is one of those cops. Deborah Clayton was one of those cops you don't hear about enough in the news media. Avid community outreach engagement, started several programs within the Orlando Police Department and Orange County as a whole that still go on today, almost a decade after her death.
Jesus.
And almost, and definitely over a decade after she started those programs.
Quite the impact.
Everybody loved Lieutenant Clayton. Everybody. Very, very well-known figure in the community, right? And she went to the low, impoverished, minority communities, and she was out there putting boots on the ground, playing with kids on the basketball court, making sure they had like presents at the holidays, making sure that they were getting school supplies and were set up for success in school, right? Community outreach program. She started a community mentorship program. This is like the officer's officer. A person who deserved more recognition than she got.
Sounds like it to me.
Needlessly, mindlessly gunned down for trying to do her job, being in, I don't want to say being in the wrong place at the wrong time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how to say it.
One of those things where you hate when certain fates and things intervene, but they do.
This piece of shit that killed her. And I'm warning the viewers now, if you easily get offended, kiss my ass today.
You're not gonna have me stopping you, that's for damn sure.
If you could handle the last couple weeks of, like, damn near X-rated, sexually explicit content, you can listen to me rant for a few minutes.
Also, if you did, please go ahead and comment on those videos and like them as well.
This piece of shit that killed her. Scum of the earth. And for people that know the kind of person that I am,
That's
It
not
takes-
something you say lightly.
yes. And I've seen some of the dregs of civilization, trust me. Killed his girlfriend, fiance, and her unborn child. Shot them as well. That's what he was on the run for police from. Massive manhunt had been going on for him. Nobody could find him. He surfaces at this Walmart. Was a week-long manhunt to find him after he shot Deborah. They found him, and the son of a bitch is lucky he survived the shootout with police when they took him into custody.
I'm kind of surprised about that when I heard those details, all things considered.
And I have to say, I show absolutely zero sympathy for his so-called alleged police brutality. If you fight with the cops, if you kill a cop, it ain't my damn fault. It ain't any officer's damn fault. If a boot so happens to kick you in your eye, shatter your optical, whatever the fuck it's called.
Orbital
And-
bone.
Thank you. Shatter your orbital bone and you end up blind. I have no sympathy. And again, for people who know me well, these are bold and out of character statements for me to make.
Not if you lost someone whom you consider a friend.
Not when you lose somebody like Lieutenant Clayton. He was tried and convicted and given life in prison for the murder of Sade Dixon and her unborn child. He was then subsequently tried and convicted and sentenced by a grand jury for the murder of Lieutenant Deborah Clayton. Throughout various insanity defenses, and my client was suffering psychosis because he thought the police was out to kill him. To which I say they should have shot him when they had the chance.
Well, Grady Judd, go ahead.
You know what? The disembodied voice makes a point for a change. I wish it did happen in Polk County.
Yeah? No one will
Because you
Sheriff
know what?
Grady.
Because you know what? Grady Judd would have been 100% correct. We wouldn't have. The only reason why we stopped shooting the some bitch is because we ran out of bullets.
Look, as someone who knows not as much as you, obviously, about Polk County, but a bit about Polk County and Sheriff Grady Judd, he my boy. And I don't say that about cops.
I don't agree with some of Grady Judd's politics, but I think he is the best law enforcement. I think he's the best sheriff in Florida. I think he's the best chief officer of a department in the state. I'm talking police departments and sheriff's departments combined.
And I mean,
And I have a pretty high respect for Chief Verlone of Orlando Police.
Yeah, well, I don't have a high respect for Sheriff Williams because you hardly see the fucker, so I'm inclined to agree. Definitely inclined to agree. Ah.
But after lots of trial delays, stall tactic bullshit, plus COVID, let's not forget COVID, it pleases me very much. It truly does warm the absolute deepest crevices of my soul to know that a judge agreed with the grand jury's recommendation and subsequently sentenced Markeith Lloyd to the death penalty for the murder of Lieutenant Deborah Clayton. A hero remembered never dies. We miss you, Deborah.
Feel a little bit better?
I need a stiff drink.
Stiff drink so that way. No, that would go to waste too.
Just do me a favor this once, just nod and agree.
Yeah, I had something Barrett there, but it's like, yeah.
This one's for you.
Sláinte.
A hero remembered never dies. And that's exactly what Lieutenant Clayton was, a hero.
The first of two touching tributes that are going to be tonight. That's all I'm going to say. With all of this, because you have another bit of a slice of life issue that you and I have both dealt with in the past. First, we have to talk about one of arguably what are the two biggest sports stories that have broken within the past little less than a week, few days. Are you familiar with Liga MX?
Hold on a moment, God damn it! I'm not ready to move on off the topic yet.
Oh. Well, that was a poignant little moment there.
It was a poignant little moment. I'm trying to do a fucking thing here. Jesus Christ. Please hold. There we go. Lieutenant Clayton, then Sergeant Clayton on the left, and Deputy First Class Norman Lewis. Norman, I believe it was Norman, yeah. There on the right. Deputy Lewis was a motorcycle officer who was involved in a traffic collision on the day that Lieutenant Clayton was shot, responding to the shots fired call for aid, and was killed on scene of the accident. No malice or anything. It was a pure 100% accident, but also another wonderful individual, Deputy Lewis. But yeah, 2017. So not quite a decade ago. I remember it being longer than it was. But yeah. All right, now we can move on. I'm
God,
done with this.
Man, I kind of feel like a dick for interrupting.
Sorry, I was trying to find the picture. It took me a moment. You didn't know I was trying to find the picture. Don't feel bad.
Oh, I feel less bad. Does that help?
Yes.
Okay. Now, are you familiar with Liga MX?
A little bit.
You know some of the top teams.
Not really.
All right. Well, I'll explain that. On the eve of El Superclásico Mexicano, Club América y Chivas, there was another long-standing rivalry.
Yes, I'm sharing me playing my shit so that way you don't always have to cut to me when you need to disembody yourself for a moment.
Anyways, there was another decades-long rivalry that occurred on the pitch. Querétaro and Atlas.
Okay.
Everything was going okay. It was somewhat of a tense match, a little bit back and forth, a few key chances. Halftime, it was 1-0 off of a pretty good goal by Atlas. You could feel the tension building a little bit in the stands, especially since Atlas were away in Querétaro. Then all of a sudden you start seeing some images if you were happening to watch this live on TUDN or Fox Deportes. You start seeing people in the stands running in the 60th minute as you have an action closer to the net. You see more confusion and disturbances going on, and you're wondering what's happening.
I am wondering what's happening.
By the 63rd minute, you see gates open up and people flooding the pitch. By the 65th minute, you see a lot more people on the pitch.
Okay, what the fuck is going on?
By the 70th minute, you see an ambulance and people running away to get out of the stadium. And the match is subsequently suspended.
Is there an active shooter?
Oh no, no active shooter. You're familiar with ultras.
Say that again.
You're familiar with ultras.
Kind of.
So, most rabid of hardcore supporters clubs for teams.
Sure.
Well, in Mexico, those ultras are called barras. As two people who were out on the stands and who were impromptu interviewed on TUDN, one of them shirtless, as they informed people watching the carnage unfold.
God damn it.
What? What?
I'm a fucking choker.
What? For what? I didn't say anything.
Why am I not surprised that the sons of bitches are shirtless?
Only one of them was. The other one was not.
Still, why am I surprised that some bitch is shirtless?
Well, as they informed the greater public watching on live TV, Atlas fans, to their words, started a fight. The fight got bigger.
Oh boy.
The fight got even bigger. It got to the point to where people were running from the stands to get away from the fight.
That's usually not a good sign.
You're right, it's not a good sign, because as people were flooding the pitch, then another massive fight that you could argue was a continuation of the fight in the stands started.
Oh,
then
boy.
those fights spilled out onto the streets. Now, at the time of this episode, it's Sunday night. We're just over
5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So we're approximately 27 hours from when this began. Do you want the official reports or the unofficial reports?
I'll take the unofficial reports. They usually tend to have some sort of grain of truth to them.
17 people dead.
Get the fuck out of Dodge.
Oh, hell no. I'm not kidding.
Holy hell.
And if
My heart goes out to them.
Oh, not to mention the image on TV of a family with the shirtless kid running out of the stadium because he had to take off his Atlas shirt because Querétaro fans were targeting anyone wearing Atlas gear, including with foldable chairs.
Oh my god.
To quote Ron Popeil, but wait, there's more.
No, I don't want, but wait, there's more with this offer.
Unfortunately, it's free. And they'll even throw in shipping and handling for this one.
No!
You know how people are kind of upset and they give you trigger warnings if you look up on Twitter and see tweets about what's going on in Ukraine?
Yeah. I mean, that's the kind of, in a way, human decency, sure.
Some of this shit was just as bad. You know, it really changes you when you see people, men in particular, butt naked on the street. I couldn't even tell if they were passed out or dead. One of them was getting the shit kicked out of them.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Mm-hmm. I told you it was bad. I told you, and I put in the description, it was a disaster for a reason. Needless to
I'm legitimately shocked.
go look it up on Twitter, and
I will. I don't think I'm
And
gonna
they've
like
got-
it, but
and they've got clips of some of the live TV footage. They put it up on their official YouTube channel how everything started and the
Jesus.
first beginnings of chaos. Needless to say, the match was suspended.
And that's the least they could fucking do.
Oh, another Ron Popeil, but wait, there's more.
Oh, I'm sick and tired of Ron Popeil tonight. I'm gonna sit him on a cactus and rotate him.
That night, Mikel Arriola, presidente de Liga MX, came on and faced some tough questions from Football Picante. If you can find those interviews, they are also on YouTube. I watched them for myself. Kudos to those reporters at ESPN Deportes for really putting him to the screws about what power he really has. Because ironically, this particular tournament, La Clausura de 2022, they nicknamed it Grita por la Paz. And this happened.
I mean, when you name it that, what the fuck else did you expect?
Yeah. So not only was that match suspended, all of the men's and women's matches for today subsequently suspended because of what happened. Naturally, investigations are still ongoing and clubs are working with the local authorities. I'm going to tell you right now, it was a bad sign when you had a man in a fire suit come and pick up flares that were thrown onto the pitch at kickoff. And this is the worst shit I have seen outside of South America. I thought Argentine matches, a Clásico between Boca Juniors and River Plate, were bad. They at least foreshadow and they know who runs those clubs, but pretty dark day in this instance.
I mean, it sure as hell sounds like it, yeah.
I don't know.
Holy hell, dude.
Yeah. I was actually watching something with Mama Watkins at the time. Rachel Krieger, wonderful friend of the network, former colleague, was with myself and Mr. Hate Mail on Soccer to the Max. She was the one who first brought it to my attention on Twitter. She's like, hey, I'm at a concert. What went down at the Querétaro match? I started digging. Part of me wishes
somebody asked me that too. I'd be like, I don't know, I'll find out.
Part of me wishes I hadn't.
Ugh.
And believe me, if we were doing Soccer to the Max tonight instead of next week, this would have been the story, maybe the only story. With all the good...
It sounds like it'll probably be the only story anyway. Oh, crap.
Well, I mean, between that and Charlotte FC breaking the MLS attendance record at nearly 75,000.
Yeah, that was their first game this past week. I saw that on my Facebook.
Yep, their first game at home. They're a home game. Yeah, too bad they lost. 1-0 to the LA 1-0 to the LA Galaxy on a screamer. 80th minute, I believe. Around that time frame.
Part of me is like, first game at home ever, you know, good sportsmanship, give them a win.
I mean, considering it's LA Galaxy, I kind of get it, but they had chances for a draw, but those last few minutes, especially stoppage time, Charlotte were gutted. Kudos to them for holding on, but man, they were gassed.
Ugh.
So, needless to say, not only do my hearts go out to the families, and I hope the official numbers...
definitely. This is just fucking devastating to hear, dude. Like, seriously.
I hope the official numbers are much better in that regard, but even if it's one, that's still way too many. And the fact that even the official numbers have with the injuries and 2 of them being critical anyways, this is just absolutely tragic. And for going back to all the days, like what happens in South America, like what happened in the 70s and 80s with hooliganism in England and places throughout Europe, I say, and I have been saying for years, people don't give a fuck, and they've gotten to the point to where they haven't given a fuck. But where does it end?
No, you're not wrong.
And I mean, hell, someone, sports fanatic like myself, disembodied voice, all of us on our different shows on the network, but in the end, it's just games.
Yeah, like, that's just... it's reprehensible. That's what it is. It's fucking reprehensible.
It is. And you didn't expect that when I mentioned a disaster and everything, now did you?
No, I did not.
Oh. Yeah, I had to get that out there, because seeing the replays over and over of all of the fighting, and we're not just talking like 2 people, we're talking entire sections of a pretty large stadium having to be cleared out, and easily hundreds of people on the pitch getting into different mix-em-ups.
Oh God, yeah, no, that is baffling, is what that is.
Personally, if I'm Mikel Arreola,
I almost feel like that's one of those situations where the teams have to, like, the teams need to make some sort of, or take some sort of responsibility for this, right?
Oh, beyond taking responsibility, see what they can do about their places in the league, especially since promotion and relegation is on pause. I don't know how you can go about the rest of the season for a while.
Yeah. Like, I feel like the teams have to be held responsible. I mean, not only do the teams have to be held responsible, but like, I don't know. It's something drastic has to be done to show team, hey, you're a supporter for this team. Well, guess what? Your actions just cost them.
And
Is it kind of unfair to the players of that team? Yeah, you know what, it is. But hey, life's not fair.
well, the
People
fact that
gotta realize that actions have consequences, and I hope the individual folks that are responsible for the more heinous atrocities that happened are held responsible. But at the same time, I think the teams have to be held responsible too.
especially when the Querétaro players, some of them were surrounded by some of those very same fans from the stands as they tried to get everybody, all the players, off the pitch. And did I also mention that in another big question that came up in the subsequent interviews that night, that there was private security for this game instead of a normal big time matches where security would be provided publicly?
Why am I not surprised to hear this?
Yeah.
Why am I not surprised to hear this?
Major shit has really got to happen from this. I don't know. I don't necessarily think it's an entirety of a CONCACAF issue to step in, but I would look at this hard, especially with the history of Mexican fans chanting at matches and the fact that in about 3 weeks' time, not even 2.5 weeks' time, you've got the big match at the Estadio Azteca between Mexico and the U.S. in World Cup qualifying. Ariola's got to step in. Federación Mexicana de Futbol's got to step in.
Oh yeah, 100%.
This, yeah.
This is bad. That's what it is. It's bad.
Yeah, he's bad.
It's very bad.
So, I can't even segue out of this.
Yeah,
but
I don't. We're both good at segueing, and I don't know if there is a segue out of this.
Well, because I was just gonna say, sharing our instances in our different moments with the food service careers.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I want to sit here and complain about Uber after hearing about that.
I probably really fucked up the order of this episode in retrospect.
Yeah, I think we should have. Maybe we should have put the ranting about murderers last. Yeah. Holy hell, though, man. That is just. Yeah, I'm going to have to look that up for sure. But that is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, it's. Yeah. Like I said, you could just see it progressively getting worse and worse and worse. Then Twitter came out with everything, and I'm like, I question whether or not everybody is human at that point, where everybody just triggers on their base instincts.
I can understand that, yeah. I can understand where you would come from with that.
So, needless to say, a lot going on in the realm of soccer, and you thought that everything in Russia was bad from a sporting perspective. Oh no, they just have teams leaving leagues, which, why the hell do you have a league based in Russia that has teams in Finland anyways? I get the geographical border, but seriously?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me either.
Finland, Latvia, China, and Kazakhstan. I get it.
Might as well go out the bang.
I get it, but I don't get it at the same time. So yeah, that was the main thing that I had to get off my chest. And I'm gonna be honest, Uber Eats, DoorDash, and stuff. How the hell does a $7 order end up with $16?
Yeah. Licensing, taxes, all that bullshit, yeah. And then God help you if you don't tip, you'll never get your shit.
It's a whole thing. Because, I mean, the time I tried it, I was doing a little nice gesture, ordering breakfast, because I had to be up early for me for a tutoring session. And had I just gone to pick everything up, I would have gotten myself a Frosty Chino, a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant, the wedges, and a hot honey chicken biscuit for only $7, thanks to my being in the rewards program. Between fees and everything else, yeah, $16. And then you and your late night snack adventures, it's even worse.
In Polk County, if you don't tip half the fucking order, you won't get it, especially overnight. You have to fucking tip bait, and it's the scummiest shit ever, right? Because, like, I don't like tip baiting.
Well, I mean, at least you have opportunities to get stuff late at night there. Here, if you're trying to think
Most
of something...
of the time, no. Most times, the app will just flat out say... Hold on, sorry.
I have to say, what have you got going on here now? Oh, this again.
Certain something in a different window.
Daily update?
No, but I'll check.
Okay. Because I know you've got a few things going on in that realm, you lucky bastard.
Yeah, I haven't checked. Although the monthly ding hit today, so there's that.
Oh.
I got to keep an eye out for that.
But I mean...
But yeah, no, here in Polk County, like most of the time, if you try to... Oh, dang. Yeah, there's a daily update, all right.
I'm at the ready. I knew there was. I knew it. I have a sense about these things.
See what I put underneath it.
Holy mother of...
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get to that after the show.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to my game here. Where am I going to eject? I'll take school. Why not? I haven't had a good battle royale fight for my life. Find a gun uber fast at school in a long time.
Providing context to certain people on screen.
I am playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, commonly referred to as PUBG. And yeah, look at all those parachutes. Fuck me. I'm not going to... Oh no, they're all coming toward me.
But at least I know that in Polk County, it's in the
Yeah, no,
same.
in Polk County, it's like royally fucked, right? Because most of the time, oh man, I get med shit right off the bat. I love it. Now give me a gun. 970 fucking 6 people next to me. Oh god. There's somebody. Shit. Oh shit. The hell are you?
It's funny because I get to sit back and laugh.
Oh no, I'll get him. I'm not worried about that.
I'm still
Why did he
laughing.
not why did he not chase me? That
I
makes
still get to
no
laugh
sense.
regardless.
Hey, this is just weird.
But yeah, anything around here that late at night, you really are shit out of luck, and you wouldn't have an opportunity of tip baiting.
Oh, now I find the.
So at least I know that in Polk County, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, no,
Just-
Polk County is pretty much the same. Yeah, it ain't any better. Yeah, no, most of the times at night here in Polk County, it's like you can't even get to order anything on the app. The app will just flat out be like, hey, no drivers, go fuck yourself. So,
Well,
I
I
don't know
mean,
where the hell that dude went, and it is scaring the shit out of me.
I'm not entirely knocking the hustle, but as I am well familiar with, skis comes in many forms.
I mean, you are not wrong. Especially with the topic that we opened the show on.
Yeah, and what we've discussed the last couple of weeks prior. Speaking of which, my side hustle might be affected. Fucking OnlyFans. Yeah, fucking OnlyFans. I still have to confirm that, by the way.
Do I want to know how badly you're getting screwed over right now?
Not right now, as much. But needless to say, I may be changing strategy and platforms, if it is indeed true.
I heard some rumors about some things, but I would have been shocked if they were true.
Well, which rumors did you hear? And then we're gonna wrap up the show.
That OnlyFans is pretty much going to solo content only.
Yeah, those are the rumors that I've been hearing. Which, if that happens, to quote, I believe, Conor McGregor, I'm fucked. I'm fucked.
I mean, that's a way of putting it, yeah.
But I have a plan, and fingers crossed, I can get more into that next week and the results of said plan. That and some other interesting opportunities, especially those involving beautiful women with tattoos, may or may not have come up. But again, that'll probably be
something dirty bastard, something.
Yeah, maybe. Needless to say, I find myself with potentially multiple irons in the fire and different ones. But I'll save that for next week because that's pretty much it for tonight.
It's a short show.
I know, like I said,
Or at least it felt like a short show. I know we've been on for what, hour and some change now, but man, it felt like a short show.
Well, I mean, this is what happens, especially when you don't get to delve into the richness of the hard cider like someone had initially planned.
Look, I have not had the opportunity to go out and find the damn cider yet, so it'll happen when it happens.
Well,
Which will hopefully be Monday.
have you had other opportunities to investigate other things?
Today's my first of 3 days off. I'll try tomorrow later?
Ec-
Question mark.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear.
Somebody's currently shooting at me. Oh, come here, bastard.
Well, I'll leave you with this little bit of footage to go out on. As I say, for everybody watching live on Facebook, facebook.com/W2M Network, twitch.tv/W2M twitter.com/W2M Network. Thank you very much. YouTube, as the episode will be uploaded, if not late tonight, early in the morning, youtube.com/W2M Network. Find us on your podcast platform of choice. If you name it,
you're not wrong.
If you name it, we're practically on it. Search W2M Network.
He was here. Oh, there he is.
You can find myself and my various different antics here Sunday nights, League to the Max or whatever, Mondays. Life is Like a Game Show. We are in Price is Right month. That's Tuesdays. And
hey, we're talking about Bob Barker.
Exactly. The one show everybody will be waiting on.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you don't know Bob Barker, what the fuck rock have you been hiding under?
So that's going to be our big thing. The Broadhurst Watkins Sports Report, Sports in Black and White. That debuted. That's available Thursdays. As I've mentioned before, Soccer to the Max is returning. We're shooting for next Sunday. And from there on, it will either be on Sundays or Wednesdays. But
okay.
And I hope you, Mr. Main Disembodied Voice, are really prepared for this. Because guess what next week is?
The ultimate sports movie thing of all time with Rance and Randy.
You're damn right. It's Selection Sunday. The tournament begins.
God damn it. Have your bracket producers spayed and neutered continuously.
So hopefully the other Disembodied Voice will be joining in too. We're going to be narrowing down the time. We'll make those announcements on Twitter. And again, link to the Discord is in the description. It gets lonely around those parts.
It does. Please come join us. Anyways, yeah. We'll see you. We got a show tomorrow night, right? Yeah, we got League to the Max or whatever tomorrow. A couple of really good bangers of games this weekend, honestly, especially today.
I must confess.
We also got to talk about. We also actually have Korean news we have to talk about. T1 is on form. Like we have not seen since 2015.
I actually saw that game, and we'll talk about that more. Although I must confess about the LCS games. I thank you for letting me know they were on, but unfortunately, this weekend in particular, I didn't get to watch as much as I would have anticipated. Things got in the way. But I am starting to begin.
I mean, these things happen. I mean, it happens to me half the time, so I'm not upset.
Exactly. Plus, I'm returning the favor for you staying up until 3 a.m. to watch live T10 cricket, so I really can't complain.
Somebody's nearby me, that's for sure.
So, on that note, see you for League to the Max tomorrow. We'll see you for when the first part of the bracket is revealed on Sunday. Till next week, everybody. Take care. Slava Ukraini. Todos los corazones en Querétaro. And for the love of fuck, don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. We'll send Dick of the Week police at you. Don't be a dick.
See you next week, everybody.